Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with your girl, Erica Wilson, for our Wisdom Wednesday. And tonight I have the beautiful Kosha Lewis and her son. I'm so sorry I didn't get his name, but tonight our topic is girlish figures body sculpting. She's not only a single mother, she's a Navy vet and an entrepreneur, and she's doing her thing in the Jacksonville area. So without further ado, let me present to some and introduce to others the Kosha Lewis. Welcome.
Hi, and my son's name is Orion, by the way.
Oh, Ryan. Okay, you should have put his name down there so I could remember. Sorry, Orion. But Kosha, I am so honored to sit here with you on tonight, and thank you for accepting the invitation. And I just have to tell you how I actually got a hold of you. A young lady who's like a daughter to me. She's my daughter from another. She tagged me on your post. And when I saw the video, I just was like, oh my God, I love that. You know, that's what we love doing at 88 Blessings. That's what we're about, pouring into others. And when I saw the reaction from your son, I was just like, oh my goodness. But then I see when you sent me the pictures and I read, it says he's actually a KC fan. And I said, well, how ironic is that? And them two ended up playing each other.
Yes, exactly.
That was so crazy. So if you can, just tell us a little bit about who is Kosha Lewis.
Yes. So it's your Kosha Lewis, but Kosha Nicole. And I am originally from South Carolina. I joined the Navy when I was about 18, and I pretty much went up and down the East Coast, and I landed in Maryland for about 10 years. That's where I got out of the Navy. And then I knew I wanted to live in Florida. I knew that. So eventually when the opportunity struck, I was like, okay, we're moving. So that's what brings me here to Jacksonville, Florida. And here is where I was kind of pushed into my entrepreneurship journey. And that's how Girlish Figures Body Sculpting came about.
Wow.
Yeah.
We never know the journey that God is going to take us on, right?
It's true.
First of all, I just want to say salute to you. Thank you for service. And you did it when you came straight out of high school, 18 years old. I definitely have to say salute to you, because that was one of the things like I wish my kids would have never did, because I was just so afraid of one way. I have two, amazing young men, but I just really, commend you for going straight out of high school. Yeah. And then not only that, relocating to Jacksonville to find your purpose. And that's a lot of times what we don't understand. Like when we make the move, sometimes fear can set in, right?
Yes.
But little do you know, God was birthing something out of you, and you're in the Jacksonville, which is Duval. I love my Duval family. You're gonna see them coming on shortly. And guys, if you're in the Jacksonville area, please do solicit her business. Even if you don't, just share her business. She's a young woman. She's an entrepreneur. She's a single mother. And y'all know I have a heart for the single moms. But and not just that, she has a young man. And y'all know that I'm crazy about the young man. So here it is. Daughters, you're great, but sons, the best. Right? Wouldn't you say?
That's all I know. So yes, absolutely.
Orion, if you can, tell us a little bit about you.
I play football. I'm a wide receiver, and I'm an AB honor roll student.
Tell me your age.
I'm 14 years old.
Yeah. Oh my God! Congrats to you.
Thank you.
Keep up the grades.
Yes.
I overlove it, because I'm gonna tell you something. Daryl, which is my oldest son, and Alan, they couldn't bring home C's. So keep up the great work. So Mom, that must be a tough one for you, because when my kids used to do great things, I used to like to reward them the best way that I knew how. So how is that for you?
Yes, it's the same. He's a great kid, honestly. Like, I'm not just saying that because he's mine, but he is really a great kid. So it just makes rewarding him that much easier, and it makes me want to do it that much more. So that's part of the TikTok that you saw with me surprising him with the ticket to the game. That was just all part of that. Like, I felt like he deserved it, and it was just a special moment for both of us because he kept saying, I want to go to an NFL game. I want to go to an NFL game. So I was just happy that I could treat him because he deserves it.
Well, I tell you what, I have a treat for you too, Orion. How about that? Since you're a receiver, I have my own receiver. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to surprise you with my surprise to you. Welcome, son.
Hi.
Hey, Kosha. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Alan, he said he's an AB honor roll student. He's a wide receiver. He's 14 years old, and he's trying to get the little deep voice going on. So, Alan, if you had anything to say to him, you know, being though he's a receiver and being though he's doing great in school, what would be your words of encouragement to him?
My words of encouragement would be two things. You know, one is, you know, you just got to be dedicated in whatever you want to do. You know, whether it's football or not. You know, anything that you do in life is gonna come with ups and downs. You know, so when you do have those tough times, you know, still remember like why you're doing it, and also it's times where you could be doing something else where like you got to focus in on what you got to do. You know, so I think once you're dedicated, that makes things a lot more better for you because of, you know, that's what it comes down to. You know, once you get to the next level, whether it's college, then NFL, you know, you could be the most talented guy in high school, but in college, you know, everybody's just as talented. So it's what's gonna make you apart from others. You know, as far as for me, you know, I made it to the NFL, but like in college, I probably wasn't the most talented, you know, on my team, you know, but it's just as far as like the dedication and, you know, always knowing what I wanted first. And the another thing that I probably say is, you know, just don't compare yourself to others. You know, that's the biggest way, you know, to just to take away like your happiness, you know, because, you know, you could be looking at someone else's Instagram or, you know, how they're doing, and, you know, that could blind you of like what you have to do or like how good you're doing. You know, you only track like your progress. You know, if you're looking at others, you can't really track your progress, you know, and everybody's story is going to be different, you know, as far as it could be someone that runs 4.2 and he plays well, or he don't play well, but it could be somebody that runs 4.5 and, you know, that can run routes. And so you just know who you are and then just work on your strengths and also your weaknesses, you know. But the main thing is, you know, just focusing on you, control what you can, and then leave the rest to God, for real.
Yes. So, Orion, do you have any questions for Alan?
I have one question.
What's up?
Were you nervous for your first NFL game?
Actually, I wasn't. I was nervous for my first college game, but NFL, I wasn't for some reason. I know that's probably like so backwards to a lot of people, but I actually wasn't.
So, Alan, if you were okay, so you he's 14 years old right now. So at 14 years old, I think you were still an Optimist, was it? No?
Nah, I was at Kansas City.
You was at Carol City, okay, a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So being though you're at Carol City, you know, but when you started out as a quarterback. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't start as a receiver. So you know, take us back to 14 when you started at Carol City, and you know, it's your first game. You know, just walk us through that.
Yeah, my first game. So I actually started on JV, and then I got pulled up to varsity. You know, my first JV game, I think I scored 4 touchdowns. You know, but more than anything, you know, just coming in, I was like, okay, I want to find a way to get on the field, you know, just to compete. You know, whether it's quarterback, you know, playing receiver, you know, that year I played safety, corner, I was playing kick return, everything, you know, and that's just my mentality, you know, find a way on the field. And that even translated over to, you know, college. You know, when I say like focus on your journey, you know, as far as when I got to college, my freshman year, you know, I didn't play receiver. You know, I played strictly special teams. You know, it's a lot of people that be like, oh, okay, like, I want to play receiver. I'm not doing special teams, and like you won't play at all. You know, so far as for me, you know, it just sent a good message to the coaches. You know, and just waiting your turn, and things worked out well. You know, I didn't play receiver my freshman year, you know, but my senior year I broke the record. You know, so it's just like just staying down, continue getting better and better, and then things will come to light, man. You know, but coming in as a freshman, you know, it's always them jitters. You're like, okay, is this going to be different from Optimist, from Little League, just going to that next transition? And then once you actually get there, and you're like, oh, okay, it's pretty much the same thing. You know, of course, guys are better, you know, but for the most part, you know, football is football, you know, so that transition went well for me.
Good, good, good. So you were saying, okay, let's talk about, you know, sometimes when at a young age, I think they say you shouldn't do too much weightlifting at before 15. Am I correct?
Yeah, some people say it stop your growth, you know, but, you know.
Okay, so what would you say? What kind of pointers will you give Orion as far as his workout ethics?
I pretty much say like whatever your coach have y'all doing. You know, the main thing is conditioning. You know, one thing I can say helped me is, you know, I did track after the season. You know, track really help you a lot as far as like your legs strong. You know, making sure you stay in shape and things like that. You know, but one thing I can say is like probably hit the field. Like if you're a receiver, work on getting in and out of your cuts. You know, because that's what it comes down to. You know, when we're out there on the field. You know, but just listen to your coaches. And when I say your work ethic, it ain't got to be okay. Anytime you get downtime, overwork yourself, you know, because sometimes like overworking yourself is like can be a detriment to you, you know. But whatever it is, you run a condition and practice with other people, you know, just pushing yourself, you know, okay, like I'm gonna give him the best I got, you know. If somebody that's faster than you, like okay, he can be faster than you, but like I'm gonna try to keep up. It's just like keep pushing yourself, and you know when coaches see that and that you give me your all, they gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, I like this kid, you know, I see things in him, you know, and that's just gonna translate. So when it is your time, you know, they go trust that you will give it all you got.
Yes, yes, yes. So we won't hold Alan too long because he's on daddy duties and I'm kind of like intervening. But you know, he's such a great young man, and I'm not just saying that because he's here and he's my child, but that he really and Alan, you know, I have a heart for the single moms. Miss Kosha, she's a Navy vet, she's a single mom, she's an entrepreneur. So I love everything about her and what she's doing and what she represents and how well she's doing with her son. So, Mom, is there any questions that you would like to ask Alan before he leaves?
Actually, he hit the football questions there on because I'm always encouraging him to be open to trying new positions.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually was perfect when you were speaking about that. So I appreciate it.
Well,
no problem.
you know,
I have a question. Do you know of any camps or any suggestions, like football camps, whether it's summer or that you prefer or that you would refer to me?
Yeah, you know, of course I know UM, but I have to check. You talking about in the Jacksonville area?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some. I would get it over to my mom, but camps is a good way as well. You know, pretty much every camp I went to, like whether it was for college or whatever, you know, I got recognition, and also like I got the scholarship if I went to like that camp. You know, and one thing I can say about that, when you do go to camps, you know, is just be competitive. Like if you're doing one-on-ones, keep trying to go. Like, and coach is gonna see you. Like they're like, okay, like this kid, like he's working. You know, but those camps, you know, they really good shot, you know, because they able to see what you got, you know, where this can be a time where you're in a game and you're not getting much targets, you know, it's kind of hitting, you know. So camps is a good idea, you know, especially nowadays it's becoming bigger and bigger, you know. But I'll look into that and for sure get you information on that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
so
No,
Coach,
no
are you
problem.
willing to travel?
Yes, I am. I
Oh,
definitely am. I'll
okay.
do whatever I can or whatever I can do, I'm invested.
Okay, awesome. So, well, I don't want you to leave, Alan, without speaking to him about education because we're speaking about football, but you know that I was a big person of, education was number one for me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can give him some words of encouragement as far as his education, which he's doing good. He's on the AB honor.
Right. I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, man, just keep doing what you're doing. It speaks for itself, you know. You've been on the honor roll, you know. Just you know, continue to hone in on that, you know, because that's what's gonna get you to the next level. Even if, like, I'm not gonna say if you don't want to play football, but whatever you want to do in life, like you need that, just that foundation. And one thing I can say is, just continue to challenge yourself and, keep learning and exploring different things. I tell like a lot of kids all the time, as far as for me, I was always like just so honed in on football. And, just retired now. And even like afterwards, they were like, okay, dang, I wish I would explore different things, So don't be afraid to just try new things, man. Explore, and just bring new skills or just new hobbies or whatever the case may be. Just keep trying. And also, the last thing I want to leave you with is don't be afraid to like a failure. We all fail, and that's just part of the process. That's where we grow at. That's where we learn as much. But the thing about it, of course, don't put yourself in like bad situations, but whether it's like practice and things like that, okay, there's going to be a time where you drop a ball, make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but don't be so timid to where you're not trying and like you're going to shy away from something, just continue to give it all you got and live with the results.
Yeah. So true. Well, Alan, thank you so much. You get so much love shown here. So before you go, I'm just going to let you know, Shannon Jaguar Stevens, she says, such an inspiration to so many people. We truly miss you here in Duval. Mont Norma says, Alan is a super young man. Mr. Jackson, which is Shannon's husband, he says, hello, how's everybody's doing? And Carolyn Prophet says, well said, Alan. So, I again, Alan, I saw them on TikTok. Before you go, I saw them on TikTok, and she was surprised him with the game, and he didn't know he was going to the game. So she told him, "You can't go to sleep on the game, Orion." And so I just thought that it was so cute, but I couldn't. I didn't know how to download it to get it to play here today. But he was super duper surprised, super duper surprised. So I hate that we missed you guys when we was in Jacksonville because it's like what we used to like to do. Yeah. And that right there, I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "I have to reach out to her." And not only when I found out you was a single mom, I was like, oh yes. So Alan, we're gonna let you go back to my grandbabies. Thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule to jump on here. I don't hear Chase, I don't hear Carter, so I guess you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I got him. I'm holding it down.
All right. So
all right, see y'all. Take care.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, son. Oh boy. Well, Orion, surprise. Did you have any idea?
No, ma'am.
Well, I'm glad that I can surprise you, and I did tell Mom about it. So, but you know what? I'm so happy and proud of you to see that you're on the AB honor roll. You're doing the right thing. You're saying no, ma'am. Most kids don't say that. I can see, your mom is doing an awesome job. You can sit here with us if you want, or you can let Mom go ahead and take over. You can show us that handsomeness if you want to.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Okay, so Mom, let's jump on into this girlish figures body sculpting. What made you get into that?
Okay, so it kind of, I won't say, well, honestly, I spoke it into existence. I realized I was speaking it into existence. I will always say, oh, I want to have a spa. I want to make women feel good. And this is early on, probably 19, 20, just speaking, just talking. And like I said, I did 10 years in the Navy, but that stayed with me. And then I just came up with the name Girlish Figures because people would say, like, do you want a cookie? And I always would reply, no, I got to watch my girlish figure. And so I came up with that name. That's how that name came about. And I'm just speaking, I'm like, yeah, I want to start a spa. So what happened was I got out of the Navy. I got a job as a civilian, easy peasy. I think I worked there for a year before the contract ended. Then I was unemployed. So I went through a hardship. I definitely went through a hardship. I had to really faith my way out of it. I just had to keep believing like it was going to work out. And eventually my best friend called and she just told me, I met a woman and she's teaching body sculpting and I think I'm going to go for it. You should too. And I was like, okay, I don't know. Sounds good. So when I decided to move here to Florida, I was like, you know what? That's the perfect place. I should just go for it. So I went, I literally got trained through my best friend, and she guided me along the way with everything else, you know, what she knew. And I literally just went for it. I started it, and here I am. And it's been successful ever since, honestly.
Oh
And
my
if
God.
anybody in the Macon, Georgia area, go see my best friend at Get Wasted Body Shop. She is great at what she does.
Ooh, girl, I don't go out the house that much. I need to, but I don't really go out the house that much, especially in this cold. But I may catch her in the summer though.
Oh yeah,
I can't do the
yes,
cold.
you should.
Ooh, let me tell you. But you know what? I love to hear what you're doing, and like you said, you had the faith that, and that's so funny that you said that. I was just speaking to my sissy this morning, and she was like, I'm stepping out on faith. I'm just gonna go on faith. I'm just gonna go on faith. And then here it is. I wish that she was here tuned in with us so she can hear what you said. You know, you kept at, you know, what you spoke that thing into existence, basically. You know, you knew what you wanted. You told God what you wanted. You manifested, and here it is. It came to pass.
Yes.
And here it is, guys, y'all. She's in the Duval area, and we have our Duval family in here on tonight. She's a single mother. We also have, I'm not sure if Angela do single moms or is it teen moms or whatever, but I definitely will find out. But we're not going to let you go because, again, like I said, single moms is near and dear to my heart. And you know, if anything, like, you know, anything we could be of assistance, please do let us know. Teen mom, okay, she do teen moms, okay. All right. So however, you know, 88 Blessings is a single mothers group.
Okay.
Sisters, you know, sisterhood. However, you know, Alan says he's going to look into some things as far as camps, so we can see what we could get Orion into. Not just that, when you go to these camps, and I'm glad that I have you on here, because when you go to these camps, I don't want you to just go for football.
Right.
I want to try to find you a camp that you're getting educated as well.
Yes.
Because you could go out there, they run around, they catch a ball, throw a ball, whatever, do all the drills. But what are they learning? What are they taking from it outside of the football side of it, right?
Yes.
So, and that's one of the things, like a lot of Alan NFL buddies, they have camps down there. You know, I don't know if Alan's going to do one. I don't know yet. But however, they have camps. So that's why I asked you, were you willing to travel?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Can I say something? You know, you said single mom. So I do like to say primary, because single mom just has a connotation that the dad's not around. And that's not the case. So I just like to say I'm the primary parent, you know, like for me.
I like that.
The dad is definitely involved and does exactly what he should do with us not being together, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you for clarifying that. But in my book, that's not a single mom. A single mom is me raising my children. You know, I'm the primary parent, you know.
Right. Exactly.
That's what a single mom. But, you know, some may think that the dad is just all the way absent, you know. But thank you for clarifying that. And kudos to dad for doing your job if you're listening in.
Yes, let's thank God for dad, because some days I just say, you got it. You got it.
I know that's right. So tell us, with this body sculpting, what does this entail?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to start by answering a couple of the most asked questions. Does it hurt? No. Will you possibly feel a little tenderness or soreness? Possibly. Everyone is different. The second question is, do I have to take off from work? No, I have people who come to me and go back from their lunch break. They come on their lunch break, do the 30, 45 minutes, and they go back to work. Second question is, does it cost a lot? Ideally, a lot is relative, but I personally think I have some of the best prices in the area, and the more sessions you book, the more money you save. And to break it down exactly what it is that I do, we all know especially as women, we have different areas of the body that has a lot of stubborn fat pockets. Mostly it's the inner thighs, lower belly, flanks or love handles, back, under bra, all of the stubborn areas, even here, like the chin area. All of these areas, I can reduce the fat. How I do that is pretty much I have my cavitation machines. And what that's going to do is going to break down these fat cells. It's going to liquefy them. And in the process, I'm giving you a lymphatic massage as I'm using my tools. And that way, the fat comes out of your body. It expels through your lymphatic system. So ideally through your urine and when you use the bathroom, the other way. That is how the fat is being expelled. I definitely give you a nutrition plan, and I give you complementary nutrition and fitness advice, because I tell everyone, I like to be honest. If you come and you get your procedures done and you don't change something about the way you're living and your fitness and what you're eating, I'm going to see you back here again in 3 to 6 months. And that's not ideally what either of us want. So I definitely do my best. Like I said, that information is complimentary, and I meet people where they are. I don't tell them, if you've never been to the gym, I don't tell you to go in there and start pumping weights. I don't do that. There's no really strict meal plan. I just give you little shortcuts and corners to, just to cut some calories properly or whatever. And just to give someone on here who may need this, the number one thing I will first tell everybody to start doing with their eating is to cut back on the sugar. That's just number one. But back to the procedures. So with these procedures, I can do different things. Yes.
Man, you're not gonna be friends.
Why?
Girl, I'd rather have sweets than food.
Oh, no. Oh my God. The sugar is the worst.
I know.
It is. And a lot of people get it through drinks more than anything. So you can start back by cutting the juice. It might not have to start with the food, the juice, the sodas. Replace it.
It's not that. It's the chocolate.
Well, we can substitute. We can monitor the amount of chocolate and then maybe switch to like the darker chocolates. You ever consider that?
No. No, I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you something. It's so funny that you say that, because I just had a surgeon on here yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And we was talking about this sauce that we just partnered with, and I'll show that in the part of the show. But he was saying in moderation, right?
Right, everything.
You can't go cold turkey, Kosha. Now, come on, now you got it.
Yeah, everything in moderation. Like that's where we can replace like your breads. Let's go for the whole grains instead of the white bread. It's little things like that can be replaced. I won't put too much pressure on you. I'll just give you baby steps along the way, and you will see a difference if you actually follow.
Look, you see what they said. See, this someone knew me for 30 years. She loved M&Ms, but I'm telling y'all, I'm giving up M&Ms. No, I'm giving them up, because if Ron, whatever that meant, governor named Santos, if he changed the color to M&Ms, it's a wrap for me.
Well, look, M&Ms, guess what? You can actually have M&Ms, but you need to eat the M&Ms with the peanuts.
Yeah, I do.
And those in moderation are okay. They are actually low on the glycemic index.
Hold on. How can you eat them in moderation? You can't leave them alone, Kosha.
Well, anything like that, I would just say, don't bring it in the house. Don't buy it. Because that's if it's like that, just don't do it.
Kosha, it's so bad till I keep them on the side of my bed in my nightstand.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, we go talk about
I'm 50 years old, so I've been doing this. Like I tell my mom, that's her fault, because I'm hooked on chocolate. Okay, right. If I could break that, I'd be good.
Okay,
but it's like I eat and then I have to have something sweet.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And so another service is just skin tightening. So you might not necessarily have the fat to remove. You might just have like loose skin because you have lost weight rapidly. So in those areas, I can tighten up the skin. I'll be honest with you. Let's say the stomach, someone who had a baby, gained a lot of weight, but lost it. Sometimes there's limited to what I can do, but a lot of times I can do a lot. And that's in the arm regions as well. I can tighten the skin, like with the, what they call the bat wings. I can tighten that. Your face, I have something what I call a cavitation wrinkle remover. So pretty much I can lessen the look of wrinkles in somebody's face. Like I said, I can get rid of the double chin, and I can sculpt the booty too if that's needed. And the thing about body sculpting is not just about removing the fat, it's also about the sculpting part. Like I've had people who come in who want more of the hourglass thing, you know, and I can work those sides in and get you snatched on in.
But girl, you're gonna have to do a whole lot of working over here. I'm just trying to tell you. Look, my girl Shannon, our superstar, she says, okay, so what would you say to her? Well, I guess she's encouraging me because she said my weakness is peanut butter cookies, but haven't had them since September of last. Why you had to show me out? Shannon,
Well, she went good for her. She's doing amazing.
Oh, I told you.
Look, she can have one. Like, I don't like to say cheat meal because I like to keep my words really positive. So I say reward meal.
Okay.
Right? You know, you went through the whole week and you have not eaten one. You haven't ate one cookie. On Saturday, have 2 cookies and that's it. But if you know you don't have the discipline, just leave it alone.
And that's, you know, and that's one of the things I can say. That's what I wish Alan would have talked to Orion about too. Like he's very disciplined with his eating. Like around the season, the sweet, you know, no. He has a lot of water. And the thing is, because he's allergic to grass and he has eczema. So so he has to drink tons and tons of water. But it's just the discipline part of it. Man, if I'm telling you, if I could get rid of the sweets, I would be good. So let's see what Shannon says here. It's definitely not easy. Yeah, I know.
It's not an addiction. You know, studies show that sugar is more addicting than cocaine. It's studies on this. They did it on rats. You all can Google it.
You know what? I kind of believe that because if I don't have no chocolate, I get like this.
Yeah, because it sparks up that serotonin and all the feel good emotions. It like caters to that. So naturally, you just want to keep.
But you know what though? Some days I could go without. Some days I don't even touch it. Honestly speaking, some days I don't even touch it. You know, but if I don't touch the chocolate, I like my chips.
Right. Yeah, I'm a chipper.
Yeah, I love the chips. Yeah. So we probably need to do what? The baked chips?
I mean, you can. Okay, so it's really, you think it's about the chip, but really it's more of the crunch and the texture.
Yes.
You're really addicted to. So just try to find something to replace that. Even maybe like a lighter popcorn that doesn't have all the extra stuff, you know, but like just a lighter, plainer popcorn.
Kosha, I gotta have my hot Cheetos popcorn. Look what she said though. She said I stopped when my cardiologist told me to leave those cookies alone, and I did a cold turkey. Yes, it can. Y'all listen. I know that it could be done. Just give me some time. You know, and Alan tell me all the time too, Kosha. So I guess it's just confirmation right here. But the thing is, what you're doing with this body sculpting, so many women is doing it, right? Mm-hmm. So would you say this would be the better route than actually doing the surgery, or can you do this after the surgery? What would you say?
So I definitely have had clients who have had surgery, and let's say they did the surgery 2 years ago, but they did not, again, keep up with the food and nutrition, and they will actually come in for me to touch them up, and they've already had, I'm talking about like a major surgery, like a tummy tuck. So I wouldn't say one is bad or better. I think depending on what you want to do and what's needed, because like I said, body sculpting is going to do a lot for you, but there's just some things like the extra skin, like when you have a baby, sometimes it just won't flush the way you want to. And if it's really stretched out, the only thing that is going to really take that away is a tummy tuck, honestly. So it's really about knowing what's best for you. But if you don't want to get on the table and you have like just some extra fluff here and some fat pockets in different places, definitely start off with, I would definitely say body sculpting it is, because like I said, the lipo is really hard on your body. The recovery from that, and how I know, because I've had people who have come in afterwards, because you have to get the lymphatic massages.
Ooh.
So I see the pain of that.
Mm-mm.
And so it's all about the person, like what they're willing to go through, what they want to risk, the money they want to spend, you know. And I want to say this, it all starts here. You have to have your mind aligned with however your ideal body is. That way it'll be easier to follow the things, like not eat the cookies. If your mind is there, if you come through a procedure, but your mind hasn't been restructured to think of a healthy person and to think from that aspect, you're going to literally end up doing the same eating, the same stuff all over again. So start working on your mental before you do any procedure, honestly. And I talk to my clients about that on a deeper level, because a lot of eating is emotional and, you know, hormonal too. You know, as women, the cycle time could be the wildest time with the snacking and eating and all that stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Well, Miss Beautiful says, snatch me.
Come on, girl. I got
Miss
you.
Beautiful, there's nobody snatching me. I'm so afraid.
Yes, come on.
I almost did the surgery.
Okay.
But you know what? No. Girl,
I'll be honest, I'm not against surgery. I think it's for do your due diligence in who you go to, and really like just do your due diligence with yourself and with the doctor. Right. I'm not against it, but I just, you know, be mindful.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I told you, like I said, I'll think about going to see your girl, but you know, I love that. What you said, you gave your girl a shout out that's here in the Atlanta area.
Yes.
That's what queens do.
Yes. I
salute you for that as well. Guys, we're here live tonight with the girl, Erica Wilson, that it had to happen for our Wisdom Wednesday. And we have the beautiful Kosha Lewis all the way from Jacksonville. And her business is Girlish Figures Body-Sculpting. So if you're in the Jacksonville area, Kosha, tell us how we could get in contact with you.
So I have my socials, Instagram, that is my business page, and it's Girlish Figures Body Sculpt. And go there. You can see my work. You can see before and after pictures and all of that stuff in there. And my website is www.girlishfigures.com. You can book directly from the website. My phone number, my address. I'm located on the 32210 part of Jacksonville. I'm still getting used to these zip codes and stuff here. But yes, that is the address. So that's off of San Juan, over off of Roosevelt, in that area. And my personal page is kind of what I do for TikTok. It's All Things Kosha. You can follow me there and just see the inside of my everyday life, is, you know, just to see what I have going on.
Yep, and that's why I found Miss Kosha. Valencia, if you tuned in, thank you so very much for tagging me in her video. I wish you guys could see that video. So if you guys are on TikTok, please do follow her page and go watch that video. I'm telling you, it's so touching. He was so surprised. I tell you. And she's telling him, like, you can't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep. You know, I'm going to go ahead and go to commercial really quick, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to finish on up. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
At school, whether it's at work or whatever the case may be, you know. So when I say I'll never let anyone write my story, it's just like, okay, whatever the circumstance is gonna be, I'm gonna make the most of it. You know, I went undrafted, like, okay.
And one of the My preparation of the day of the game or that week?
The day of the game.
The day of the game. So I like to watch like my highlight videos. Honestly, I watch my highlight videos all the way from high school up to like this point.
You gonna tell me about the fire that you went through? I know this is gonna sound sexist, but I don't care what you're going through. Deliver the baby.
That's it. Hallelujah. All right, guys. So on Monday nights, we have our NFL Mom Show starting at 6 p.m. On Tuesdays, we have our prayer broadcast at 5:30. Listen, that one there is on fire. God is doing a thing in that broadcast, I'm telling you. And then Wednesdays and Thursdays, I invite guests to come on, not just overcomers, not just entrepreneurs, whoever God lead me to, that's, who I invite to his business. I'm just a visionary. This belongs to him. However, if you would like to book, you can book with your girl at www.ericawilsonih2h.com. Again, www.ericawilsonih2h.com. We'll love to have you. And we have our guests on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Kosha, again, we're so honored to have you tonight, and just know that as your business progress, or if you have anything that's up and coming, you're more than welcome to come back, share with us. I mean, this is an open floor. Like I said, this is God business, and I'm just a visionary, and I love promoting others, because you're doing something that is in a high demand right now, right? And I know that I heard you say that even after the girls do have the surgery, well, men do it too.
Right.
But I hear that men do it, yeah. Mm-hmm. So even after the surgery, you do like the what is it called? What is it called?
Lymphatic. The lymphatic massages.
Yeah, I saw my cousin, Kosha. If I did want to do it, I backed out then.
Yep.
I saw the pain. I saw the discoloring. Wow. I'm telling you, it just looks so painful. But we want to look good, I guess, right?
Yeah, you're going to probably want to go. You come to me for lymphatic massage after that surgery, you're probably going to want to fight me because it's going to hurt. But you have to do it.
Ooh, Jesus.
You have to do it. It's part of it.
So what do you call eating right?
Eating right.
Yeah, because everybody.
I would say just think of eating clean or whole. So think about shopping on the perimeter of the grocery store. That's where all the fruits, vegetables, the meats, the eggs, cheese. Think about that. And everything in the middle, monitor your intake with those things. And that's the simplest way that the simplest way I could explain eating clean. Try, because all the processed things are in the middle. Everything that's whole is in most stores are along the perimeter. So think about where your cookies, your crackers, your breads, all of that stuff is in the middle. So if you can kind of stick to your meats and your vegetables, and if you're going to eat rice, eat whole grain rice. If you want to eat bread, eat whole grain bread.
Kosha.
Yes.
Come on now. You're not going to take away my white rice and my bread. I could do one or the other now.
If you want to do white rice, do like a jasmine rice.
Yeah, do jasmine.
And do it in the serving size. So I think a serving of rice is like a third of a cup cooked. Do that and let that be it. Don't fill up half of the plate with rice. Because that's how we do. That's why I'm laughing. So
no, my girl Shannon, she says, and it's sad. I saw dancing peanut butter cookies in my sleep last night.
In moderation. I eat peanut butter cookies sometimes in moderation.
But I didn't think that peanut butter cookies was bad. Like,
look at the sugar. Okay, everybody on here, your favorite sweet snack. Look up how much sugar is in one serving, and then Google how much sugar you should have for the entire day. I can guarantee you that one cookie is already at your limit. You're already there.
Kosha.
I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest.
I tell you.
In moderation. My clients that come to me who follow the cutbacks, they have the best results.
I'm sure.
It's just a little cutback. It's not. I don't do anything drastic for people. Well, it might feel drastic to them depending on their lifestyle, but I try to work with them.
Look, she say Publix peanut butter cookie is fine. And then Carolyn says green vegetables and beans. Leave the pork chop alone and Coke. Nope, Coke is not my problem. Pepsi is. Pork chop, I really don't. I mean, I eat it, but not like that. I'm a chicken girl. I can literally eat chicken every single day. Okay. I love chicken. I love turkey. You know, and then you have some that says go vegan. I can't do that. You know,
right? It's for everybody.
Yeah, and then too, they said, "Well, just do the. I can't have seafood. Y'all trying to kill me? I'm allergic to seafood."
Okay, yeah, no.
So yeah, so the thing is, I get there. And somebody look, my girl Angela, she says not the popcorn. She makes different kind of popcorn, so I can see why she said
in moderation. And try to intermittent fast. Try to fast. So try to get on an 8-hour eating window and don't eat or drink. Only drink water outside of that window. So let's say maybe depending on your schedule. For me, 12 to 8 works. So I don't eat anything before 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And then
that's for my niece. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then don't eat anything after 8 o'clock. That alone will cut down calories.
Right. She says not too much fried chicken and more baked. I literally just bought a grill because my son is, he was like, we're not doing this fried thing. We don't do much fried things anyway. But the thing is, when you have a mom that there's could throw it out in the kitchen, if she's listening in, she be having that breakfast going, Kosha. That dinner show because I can't wait to get off the show so I could go eat some of these noodles and these green peas.
Right.
But the thing is, like you said, even Doc said it. He says, I used to say it's not what you eat, it's how you eat it. You know, I don't eat anything heavy after 8. Yep, that's a good one too. That's definitely a good one. But I look at my son Kosha and he can cut, not just Alan, the oldest one. He can cut something off. Just like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that willpower, I think I could do it. I ain't gonna say I can't. I'm not gonna speak that over myself.
Yes, you can do it. You definitely can do it. And it's just it just takes a switch in the mind to just say, you know what, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm not doing, and hold yourself to it.
Yeah.
Some accountability partners that help as well.
Now that's the thing, what I need right there. Accountability partner. But guys, I'm so excited to announce this new partnership. Kosha, listen, this young man here in the Atlanta area, he make this sauce, Kosha. He has his restaurant is called Good Vibes Caribbean Restaurant.
Okay.
Make this sweet and spicy sauce, right? I remember sitting inside of his restaurant and a young man came in and he was like, I got oxtails that night, but he was like, I'm going to get the jerk chicken because the sauce is just so good. Right. So I was like, I don't know about having my chicken sweet. Right. Taste some of my mom's on. Oh my God, Coach, it's so good. So we do have some here. He's going to send me samples, but this is how you can get it. It's called Just a Little Bit.
Okay.
Sounds sweet and spicy.
I definitely will give it a try.
Okay, well, I definitely will be sending you a sample. And if you love it, I'll tell you how you can order. But his number is definitely here. And his email is here, justalittlebit@gmail.com. I'm telling y'all, this sauce is amazing. And you could put it on anything, you know. But I'm telling you, Kosha, when we get off, just send me over, email me your address. Well, I think I have that already. And I'll ship it on to you. And if you like it, of course, you're more than welcome to solicit his business. You know, I love pumping people businesses here. He started in the Miami area in a food truck. And now he has a whole restaurant, which is so amazing. Yeah. So shouts out to all entrepreneurs, and especially you doing your thing and also being a mom, you know, because raising boys, I tell you, it's not hard. It's just a little challenging, you know. See, you have one, but when you have two in the house together, oh God.
I really, yeah. I always think sometimes like, oh, if he had a sibling, like I wouldn't have to do all the entertaining. But you're like, no, that's not the answer.
So are you thinking about having another?
Maybe if I get something here in the next 3 years, because I'll be 40 by that time. Look, I'm like, kids, no. But maybe the next 3 years, possibly, you know.
Okay. So if you had someone that was under the sound of your voice and they're thinking about, you know, taking that leap of faith and just not sure, they know what they want to do, kind of, sort of, but, you know, they just need a little push, a little word of encouragement, what would be that?
So if you already have your vision, but you don't have like all the details, so you don't really know how to get there, make the first step. A lot of times we know, and rather the first step is just getting your LLC. That might just be the first step, stamping your name, getting your name, making it legal. And I'm a high faith person. And I believe once you make the first step, your first step could be just sitting quietly and writing out your vision. That might be your first step. So wherever you are with it, make the first step and just literally ask God to show you the next step. And when he shows you, do not hesitate. Do not draw back. Do not let fear take over. Just run. And the more you run, the more the steps will be laid out before you. And that's exactly what I would say. Just go for it. Whatever your next step is, because you could be, who knows where you are versus the next person. Just take the next step. Have faith. Speak over your life. Speak faith over your life. Speak that things are working out for you. Speak that even though you don't know the next step, speak that God has revealed the next step. Speak those things that aren't as they are. That's scripture. That's Hebrews 11:1. That's my favorite. And I believe that everything will begin to unfold. Just don't stay stuck and stagnant.
Jesus, that's good word right there. That's good word. But Kosha, we cannot do this without our viewers, right? So what we like to do, we like to go ahead and shout out our viewers, even though I was putting the comments on the screen. I'm going to put them up now, and then you can shout them out. You can read the comment, however you may lead. I'm going to put them up for you.
Well, if you want to read, because I don't have my specs.
Oh, okay. So we have Shannon Jaguars Diva in the Duval area. Definitely need to try this. Yes, friend. So I'll send you some as well. I'm telling you, this sauce is amazing. Carolyn says, "Good. Oh, God bless you, Kosha."
Thank you.
She also said, "Now you know I love to bake. To cook and bake." Yep, that is the truth. Shannon says, "I don't eat anything heavy after 8. That's another good word. Not too much fried chicken or more baked.
Yep.
Leave the pork chops alone and Coke." Shannon with her Publix peanut butter cookies is fire.
Yes. Try those.
Carolyn says green vegetables and beans.
Yes.
My girl Shannon, which is our superstar, she says, and it's sad, I saw dancing peanut butter cookies in my sleep last night.
We gonna pray.
And Mr. Beautiful Shawty says, snatch me. God bless you, Queen. Carolyn says, good question. Angela Bryant, my girl, says, not the popcorn. She has some amazing popcorn that she makes as well. Shannon also says, I stopped when my cardiologist told me to leave those cookies alone, and
Yeah.
I did it cold turkey.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
It's not easy, definitely not. Shannon says, my weakness is peanut butter cookies, but I haven't had them since September of last year. So if anybody tuned in, not just me, y'all can do it too.
Yes.
And they said she loved it. Yeah, I do love my peanut M&Ms. See, my mom Norma, she knows I'm saying bye-bye to the M&Ms if that man changed that color kosher.
Okay.
You know, we got all this going on, but he worried about changing the color of an M&M, right?
Man.
Miss Beautiful Shawnee says, LOL. All right, who else we have? Oh, Shannon Jaguar Diva says, I know Donovan Darius usually do a football camp in Duval.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, speak it, Miss Beautiful Shawnee. Go on, girl. She got that thing spelled out. I know that's right. My Norma says, contact PAL. They have football camps as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank y'all.
And then last but not least, hey, congratulations, Kosha. Listen, guys, we're forever grateful for each and every one of you tuning in here with us that it had to happen. We cannot do this without you, and you. If this program has truly blessed you, or you may know someone that maybe need a little body sculpting, please do share this video. Not just share this video, but share Kosha's information. She's definitely in the Duval area. I'm not even sure. I lived there for 9 years and don't even know the area. I mean, zip code. All I gotta say is the north side, the west side. That's all I know. So, but do definitely share this video. This broadcast, and as well as share Kosha's information if you know of anyone that may be needing her assistance. Or guys, if my Duval family, if you know of any football camps coming up, please do help us out with that. Alan is going to look into it as well. But we have you guys that's there that can kind of look into it and, let us know what you guys have going on there. And I did tell Kosha, guys, we haven't had a gala in a couple of years because of COVID, but how about it's coming back in the first part of June? I haven't mentioned that to anybody, Kosha, so I'm just putting it out there now, but we are coming back to Jacksonville to do the gala. How about that? Maybe, we may take it back to Miami, depending how things go as far as the location. So guys, listen, we're forever grateful, like I said, for each of you. Kosha, if there is anybody that's under the sound of your voice, or maybe you just want to leave a little nugget for the people on tonight, what will it be?
I would literally say, believe in yourself, believe in the Most High, and don't fake it till it's real, faith it till it's real. And that's what I would leave with you. And then come see me to get snatched.
Come see her. So let me ask you a question. I know that you have the business. Well, I didn't ask this really quick because I know it's 7:00. I know that you have the business and you do all of this, and I'm loving the t-shirts. Do you have any merchandise that you sell? Maybe like the little snatch little
It's coming.
Okay.
Body, the waist, the yes. Where's my brain? But yes, the waist trainers, that's what I was trying to say. It's all coming. And I'm soon here in the future, I'll be offering more services like yoni steaming.
What is that?
Yoni steaming. So it's for the ladies when you sit, and it's holistic, and it cleans out that area, restores it. We could get into that. I don't know if any men are over here, so I don't want to say too much, tell all of our secrets, but it blesses that area of the body.
Shucks.
Yes. Foot detoxes. So it's more come. I'm looking to go for a holistic approach.
Kosha, we're gonna have to bring you back.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to, because hold on, we got to talk about the foot detox. And see, we didn't even jump into all of that. So we definitely have to bring you back because I want to hear about the foot detox, and I want to hear about the you don't have to go into detail, okay? So we may have some men on here and we want to tell our secrets, but that's okay. You can kind of give us a little bit of it, you know. But just to know that you're bringing so many different services is, you know, it's going to definitely enhance your business. But I would definitely say get you some merch out there.
Yeah, okay.
Because that girlish figures, I'm telling you.
Thank you. Thank you. I definitely will take that into consideration.
You're most welcome. Even if you do some scarves, whatever it may be, just you know, cups, whatever it may be, just get you some merch to put out there. Because guess what? When one is walking out there, they're branding you. You are your brand.
Yep, that is true.
So if you have done a good service for someone, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, you know, telling where they got the services done and how good you were, you know. So definitely that's marketing right there.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. So again, thank you so very much for coming on tonight, accepting the invitation. We will be in touch. I'm going to get you your sauce, definitely. Once Alan get me information, or any of my ladies get me, my Duval family get me information in the Duval area, I'll definitely get it over to you. And if you want to book again to come back for your second part, you could go on after the show and rebook. You use that same exact link and pick a date that works best for you. Again, guys,
because I have some big things coming down the pipeline, so
I love to hear. I love to hear. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. And again, thank you for serving. And again, I say salute to you. And continue to keep on keeping on. And I tell Orion, I couldn't be more proud. AB honor roll at 14 years old.
Yes.
I love my mom and dad. Dad still's a part too. But I'm telling you, keep your eyes on the prize, and I know that God has some great things. Like you said, you have great things coming up. You love to speak positive things, and you say you have the faith. So put it to work and watch God work. God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, bye-bye. Oh, wait, no. We can't say bye, Kosha. We have to send some virtual hugs.
Oh, okay.
Some virtual hugs and some virtual love. So guys, we love you here. And it had to happen. Support Miss Kosha Lewis, y'all. Girlish Figures Body Sculpting. Just to come get snatched. Until next time, God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Erica's empowering empire. 88 blessings soar movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It had to happen with Erica Wilson. Following our social media.